Hi there. Today's video I'm going to show you a quick leg mobility routine that I like to do on my Pilates reformer after a walk or a jog outdoors. So first I go for my walk or jog, make sure I'm nice and warmed up, and then after that I like to set my reformer to have the handle a little bit high, and I'll show you this side first so you can see a little better. One heavy spring and one lighter spring, so the middle and one to the side, and I do the lighter spring on the side closer to the leg that's out. So if I start with my right leg out, my left leg is pushing against the headrest, and then I'm just going to be pushing back here, thinking about my left glute doing most of the work. So right now just doing kind of a hip extension on the left side. I'll do 5 there, really pushing through that heel. That was 3, here's 4, and 5. And then from there, I'm gonna stay in that low position and I'm just gonna straighten that front leg. So now I'm mobilizing the back of the right leg, the hamstring, which for me is very tight right now, so that feels really good. If I tune in, both glutes should be activated now. And that was 5, I believe. And then from there, we're gonna raise that left knee and do that hip extension again, but kind of the level 2 now that the knee isn't touching down. You'll really feel that stabilizing right leg. And then keeping in that position and straightening the top leg. That's 2, feeling both glutes working, 3, 4, and 5. And then from there, I'll go to the other side. So I will keep the heavy spring in the center, but I'll switch the light spring. Apologies, I think the center is the light spring, the heavy spring is the outer one. So switch the heavy spring to now the left side. So then again, this time pushing out with that right glute. That's 2, 3, exhale, 4, and 5, and then staying in that lowered position, straightening out the left leg. 1, 2, really feeling that left hamstring, mobilizing. 3, 4, and 5. That also, by the way, you'll feel like a great hip flexor stretch in the leg that's up on the reformer. And then we're going to kind of hover that right knee, and same thing, push back, hip extension. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the last one, keep that knee up, straighten that front leg, check in at both glutes, make sure they're both doing the work. That's 3, 4, and 5. And that's really it. Sometimes I'll do a little bit more for my hamstrings, or maybe if I'm feeling a little tight from my walk or jog, I might do a little figure 4 stretch on each side to get a little bit of hip mobility. But I find that to be a very simple thing. You could do it as a warm-up before the jog as well, I'm sure, but I do find it feels a little better if you're already a little bit warm going into it. Could hold on and maybe do a little quad stretch as well if it feels okay. Toe pointed down towards the ground to feel more of a stretch. And then that's about it. Gives you just the right amount of resistance with the Pilates reformer to feel like you're doing a little bit more work than you otherwise might feel.